Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kevtech here bringing another video on information technology. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday. And today I want to talk about the most common job titles that people put in to search for jobs if they're brand new to IT and they're trying to get into IT support. Obviously, you need to make sure you know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Okay. So these are the common titles that they normally put when they're applying for jobs. And I'll give you a few of them because people have been asking me, oh, what should I type in if I'm looking for a job? They're like, oh, what do I put in? So I was like, all right, let me share my screen and go over that real quick with you. So we're gonna go on Indeed. And I'm gonna share my screen. This video shouldn't be that long. So title number one is IT support. And you put IT support and they're like, oh, so what are they asking for IT support? So we're gonna look for IT support as IT support analyst. So you have to know a ticketing system, resolving issues from requests, assisting users from desktop servers, networks, peripherals, desktop support hardware, 5 years of experience preferred. Like so it's IT support. Usually it's found as IT support specialist. I'm not sure why this is $1 or $100 an hour. That's really strange. Um Normally IT support. So like M2 is a level one, level two, 1 to 3 years of experience working in an MSP company, experience on Windows operating systems, basic server environments, familiarity with Office 365, support Microsoft 365, email user setup, basic administration, assist with network equipment, routers, switches, routers, access point. I'm gonna go to the next page. Let's see here. The different job titles. So let's say IT support technician. Configure deploy laptops, desktop, mobile devices, manage equipment, assist with Active Directory, Office 365 user account administration, perform routine system maintenance and updates. So you see like the titles are different. So like they pay more based on title. So like if you go in here, open a new tab, and I'll just show you real quick. And if I type, like this is stuff that I've been looking at. So if you type, um, this is IT support. You type service desk technician, right? The different job title. So it comes over IT support technician, IT support specialist, IT support specialist, IT system support specialist, IT technician, desktop support technician. Like this is an example of that. Do you know Windows, Windows 11, Mac OS X, iPhone, Android devices, Office 365 workspace? So you could search with service desk as well. That's another job title you could search at. You could search things as. Um, and then the next one would be help desk, which is common for what we normally search. If we're brand new to IT, we search help desk, right? So you'll have computer technical specialist three. Usually what I do is I look at the job postings. This is 6 months. I wouldn't take this job unless I'm looking for a job for 6 months and I'm okay with doing a contract job, then I wouldn't do this job. And then obviously if you're gonna get a job like this, then I'm gonna ask the question like if I finish the 6 months contract, is there a possible literally or having an extension of more than 6 months. Like after I finish my 6 months, like, am I gonna be able to look for another job? Are you guys gonna look for another job for me? Or am I out? Am I out of work after that? Like, you have to ask these questions, right? And you have a computer support technician. It's like super basic. Installing, configuring, and maintain desktop computer systems, collaborating with others to resolve technical problems, track and document technical issues, proficiency in TCP/IP network protocols. Basically, you get to know how to troubleshoot like networking issues, experience in software troubleshooting and resolving technical issues, knowledge of operating systems for system administration task. And go to a different one, familiarity with Active Directory user management. So $16 to $21 an hour. This is Broadway Avenue, KS. We have Illinois here. Let's see what we have here. Answering phone calls, managing tickets in the help desk system, hardware support, documentation and training. I hate it when there's a job posting and there's like no pay anywhere on the job posting. That's like it's not a red flag, but it's just like can you just tell me how much the job is paying? 'Cause I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. That's the reason why like I prefer seeing a salary in here somewhere. So you end up interviewing and they pay like super low and like why did I waste your time then? Right? All right, here we go. We have help desk technician level 3, which is it's better, it's higher than tier 1 and tier 2. Um, Collaborate with systems and network administration to implement instructions, upgrades, patching, configuration changes, monitor system network performance, identifying opportunities for optimization or automation. They're asking for A plus, asking for Network plus, asking for Microsoft certifications, asking for CCNA for some strange reason. Pay 60 to 70K. That's not bad. It's IT support specialist level 1. C, okay. Desktop support technician. That's literally the next job title I was gonna search, just to give you guys an idea of what titles you should be searching for. So like I did a duplicate of that one. So desktop support. See what comes up. Desktop support technician. PC support technician. Help desk analyst paying 24. That's not bad. It's pretty good. It's a 12-month contract to hire. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know, SSCM, Intune, Active Directory. That is not bad at all. Okay. Linux support specialist, IT support tier 1. Configure software hardware, set up accounts, workstations. Provide experience in help desk with similar role. Desktop support. Like the pay is higher. Usually when it's like desktop support, because the job title, I'm not sure why, but the pay is higher. So there's like if you go into let's just go into Copilot. IT support versus desktop support. What is the difference? I mean, obviously AI is not 100% correct all the time, but it's good. It's a good question to ask. Yeah, they're typically tier 2 or above. That makes sense. So that's the reason why it's pays different. Typically, they pay a lot more or a little bit more depending on the company. But they're like tier 2 for some reason, tier 3 normally. Like these guys would just do password reset, maybe handle phone calls, or probably move the ticket to the right person to handle the issue, and then that's it. While tier 2 or desktop support, typically they're given the issue if IT support cannot resolve it, it goes and passes it over to them, and then they fix it after that. So this is here like so tier 1, tier 2. Sometimes these guys are remote. It's not necessarily true. Most of them are on site too. And then you have your on-site hands-on training, which means they're doing hands-on stuff with customers, is in person, more technical focus, that makes more sense. There's more generalized customer service facing, that makes more sense. Yep, this makes sense. This makes more sense. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like the difference between both of them. That's the reason why the pay is different. Like if you go into this is 70 to 80K, right? And if you go into I don't know, let's go to a help desk role, for example. Let's just type help desk just for fun to see what actually comes up. Like this is paying like 40K, right? And then this one is desktop support, it's paying 80K. So like if we do a comparison, like if I grab this one and I scroll all the way over here, you guys can really see like it says you're moving stuff, you're making some changes, you're doing customer service, hands-on experience resolving customer problems, you're doing SSCM, you're doing Intune, mobile device management, Office 365, VPN software, Microsoft tools, Active Directory. It's a little bit of everything. Patching, monitoring lifecycle devices. So basically patch management and asset management, ticketing system, blah, blah, blah. You're doing asset inventory, like what I said before. You're providing video conferencing support. So that's desktop support. You go to the help desk one, right? Occasional trial, troubleshooting, resolving, Active Directory, password reset, account creation. Looks kind of similar. It's not. You're doing a little bit more than the other one. It's kind of this is like 1 to 3 years. The other one is like probably 5 years of experience. I'm not sure. Let me just double check. Let's see what it says here. Doesn't tell me. Let me expand this. It doesn't tell me how much experience you need for this job. I wish it did. Doesn't have that. This is Bachelor's of Computer Science, so it's asking for degrees, at least probably 4 years of experience or something like that. But you see, there's a little difference paying 40K. It may go up depending on experience or skill level. So it's a little different. Like this is like this one, for example, tier one is different. So like it's different. So that's just to show you, like if I had to like search for jobs online, it would be IT support, right? We just briefly go over everything I just went over. So just make this a little bit bigger. It's just like tiny. Help desk, service desk, desktop support, maybe IT support specialist. I don't like PC technician because it's like you're not even doing help desk. You're doing more like traveling and fixing computers and stuff like that. And maybe you have to deal with POS systems. So like if I do PC technician, for example, just to show you. Some of these jobs don't pay a lot. Like it's like $16 and like I don't like to pay on it. Configuring desktops, blah blah blah. So like my user accounts, providing password reset. Like some of them are help desk related, some of them are not. Like some of them you're doing like POS systems. Like I there's nothing to do with help desk. So you're doing like more like restaurant and working in restaurants with systems that are POS related. It's not really help desk related. So depending on the company you work at, some companies don't let you touch Active Directory if you're working as a PC technician. This one, some companies, if you work for a school, and yeah, you will touch like Google Workspace, probably Active Directory, things like that. So like it really depends where you work at. So, but I prefer you search for these job titles in the one on the bottom. And then there's also help desk specialist as well. So it really depends on the title. Like some of them say help desk specialist. You might see IT support specialist. Um, you might see end user support, which actually pays a lot depending on where you work at. So you see like that's actually a title. I know that sounds crazy. That's actually an actual title. End user support. Some companies consider it as tier three. So yeah, exactly. VPN, deploying imaging, configuring, upgrading, replacing end user systems. Yeah, it's like tier two or tier three. It's super high level. Um, Pay is slightly more. Some companies call it end user support. It really depends where you work at, but they have different titles for these things. Custom computer spec. This company is it's an okay company to work for. I see Deloitte is popping up right over here. See, it's called desk side engineer. Desk side engineer. Some cases it's called a desk side engineer. It depends where you work at. This is this side support engineer. Pay 80K. Pay is pretty good actually. So it depends on the company. which should also be tier three. Like Las Vegas, Nevada, 63,000. You're doing like high level. This is the job you will be applying to if you already have like 1 year of experience or 2 years of experience. This is like you'll go to your next. It's like because the thing is, help desk has several tiers. You'll understand. Like I stopped making this video or stop sharing my screen. Excuse me. So you'll understand that like help desk is like help desk. There's tier one, then there's tier two, then there's tier three, and then like from tier one or tier two, tier three, or tier two to tier three, then you move over to sysadmin or you move over as a junior sysadmin, and then you move into more like roles that are like directly based on the skills you have. It's more like specialized, like you're doing more Intune or more SSEM, doing more of the back end stuff versus the easy front end stuff where it's like, oh, I'm just doing a password reset, I'm just doing an account creation, or I'm just unlocking a user account, or I'm just helping someone with a dumb Outlook issue or whatever. Like that's like all level one stuff. But then when you go to the back end stuff where you're like deploying software or you're creating a package through SSEM or you're deploying applications through Intune or you're setting up some of the back end stuff on Intune or you're basically configuring VDI Citrix desktops. Like that's not level one. So, like I said, when you go into these higher level roles, you're doing more advanced stuff. So obviously the pay is gonna be way more, but you have to have experience from level one or two. Then you could go into those advanced roles and with your certifications, obviously, all the other good stuff. So hopefully this answers your question. So like we just looked at different job titles. So IT support, help desk is like IT support, help desk, service desk, help desk analyst, IT support specialist, end user support, PC technician. Like the titles are different. It really varies from company to company. But obviously with Indeed, you could just, look at the job title, look at the job description, see if it makes sense because some of these job descriptions make no sense at all. And then like, why am I getting paid this little? And they're asking me to do all these crazy things. So you gotta look at that as well. So hopefully you're having a great Sunday. Hopefully you're enjoying the soccer games. I'll see you guys later. Take care.